All right, welcome in ZSR. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? My
Good.
name's Jimbo. I'm alongside Drunus, and tonight we're featuring the Ocarina of Time Randomizer, but we're putting a little twist into the settings. Drew, do you want to let everybody know what we're playing tonight?
Yeah, so these are the SGL settings or Speed Gaming Live. It's an event coming up. The online portion is going to be starting next month, and there is an in-person event. It's basically just a tournament, faster format than normal. So our goals are going to be hopefully a little quicker than normal. We're basically looking to get all of the stones to spawn Ganon's Bridge. Normally, that would be the medallions. And to get the Ganon's boss key, we're going to need the Spirit and Shadow medallions. We also have a little bit extra starting equipment. So we do start with the Lens and Furor's Wind, which should make things a little bit easier to route around and stuff like that. We also start with a free light medallion, which is going to be assigned to a dungeon in this seed and others. But in this one specifically, it is going to be assigned to a dungeon. That dungeon is going to be barren, so we will not find any items in that dungeon. And we also start with Prelude, which has taken. It was taken from one of the song checks, and that song check is instead going to have an item. And it looks like we're off.
We are indeed off. And one thing about these settings is there's a slight modification to the way hints are placed. So we're going to get all of our Baron information right here outside of Temple of Time. So we got Lost Woods, Fountain, I think that was Water Temple, and Kokiri Forest, all Baron.
Yeah, those are
Nice
some.
change.
We got some pretty strong barons there, specifically like Lost Woods and Kokiri Forest. It's kind of gonna change a lot of how you handle your early child routing once we get to that point. We
Yeah, and I
are
think
seeing a bit of early divergence. So basically, within these settings, there's sort of a debate as to which opening is better, going straight to CAC or making it nighttime and then going to River and going to CAC afterwards. And it looks like Flea changing it to night is going to be opting to go to the River. And we do have a Shadow Light Medallion, so the Shadow Temple is going to be completely barren. Not going to have to go in there for anything or beat it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. That's a large dungeon with a lot of requirements out of the way, so that should cut down on our seed time here. Some nice early rupees from the man on roof.
okay, I'm being told sound is pretty quiet. I just made an adjustment. Can anybody confirm in chat whether or not that sounds better? It looks like we just pulled a Goron Tunic out of Open Grotto, and I missed that hint. It was something neighbors love.
Center of GTG.
Okay, cool. Which doesn't have any relevance in this setting string. Well, the item doesn't. Obviously, the check could, but neighbors love. Only relevant, really, in seeds with scrubs on, because of the Goron City scrubs.
Yep. Looks like we're going to be getting an early slingshot. A lot of people are definitely going to be pretty happy to see that, because in these settings, B1 skip is also in logic. So you won't get a hinted slingshot to beat Deku. In fact, logically, the slingshot is not even required to beat Deku, so there's no guarantee that you would ever find one. But we've got one there. So if you don't know B1 skip, you're kind of saved by that.
Yeah, I was hoping there would be some sort of B1 skip shenanigans going on this seed, just to see how many people actually took my advice prior to race start. Checking to see that B1 skip is in logic. Like you said, though, unfortunately not the case.
So it looks like this early river play not gonna really shake out for Flea. Not getting rewarded with anything. Maybe some info. Got a Forest Temple to evolve.
Ooh.
which isn't going to be a huge deal, seeing as Forest Temple is one of our stone dungeons, and therefore hard required. Sunsong is going to get us a magic in the graveyard.
Very nice. Make use of that for rewards win pretty early on. It's always good.
Yep.
Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to track hints and talk at the same time, and it's pretty difficult. So I apologize in advance.
Also worth mentioning that we do have Iron Boots on 20 with a Stone Water, so we will have to complete Water. May possibly need those Iron Boots. But 20 Skulls isn't a very large hill to climb.
No, not really. And I mean, that's like the focal point of these settings. It's supposed to be like a blitz format, right? So, I mean, you kind of remove all time, well, not all time consuming checks, but a large majority of them, like 40 and 50 are off. I feel like that would take, usually you have to route them in like throughout the entire seed, right? So,
yeah.
What do we have here on Dampe? Bomb bag?
Yeah, we
Wow.
basically just need like an early item or two just to get us going on the skulls, like a hook shot or a rang or something like that. Yeah, that bomb bag, I'm just seeing that now, so I'm not sure if I'm behind or you're ahead. Or...
I have no idea. I've just seen the big words synchronizing on my screen.
Oh, okay. Well, people in chat are just calling it now. I'm going to assume that you're a little bit ahead there.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and refresh the commentary page that we have here in the back end. Hopefully it'll sync everything back up. So I'm not spoiling anything.
That bomb bag is going to be nice. We do have a required Dodongo's Cavern, so going to be able to head there right away.
Yeah, it's always nice to get DC out of the way while you're here in CAC. That's kind of one of those like awkward dungeons to route in without Bolero, so it's cool to just be able to do that right now, not have to worry about it later on. And it's very check dense, so.
Cola with a quick peek at the rewards, probably just seeing if DC is required.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this... We're trying to get the rewards updated here for you on Restream, so I apologize for that. Looks like Cola's gonna do exactly what we suggested, or what we expected was gonna happen. Just, you know, making his way to DC with the bomb bag. I'm sure the others are gonna follow suit because, I mean, that's just one of the best plays you can do at this moment in time. So, not gonna see really any divergence until after DC. So, got a scale though in Redead Grotto and CAC.
Yep. Yeah, so that's one of those things, like, if you're doing the river opener, you really don't want there to be, like, Iron Boots or Scale in CAC. Just because, like, if you had that, you would be able to extend a little further. Of course, in this seed, like, Lost Woods and Kokiri Forest are completely dead, so you'd basically just be going up there for whatever song is in SFM, which is a huge time sink and probably not at all worth it. So I would say, like, Flea hasn't necessarily been burned by the scale being there, especially since, like, everybody's going to go to DC in this seed from CAC. But just something maybe worth mentioning, just from the little divergence that we saw at the beginning.
Yeah, and we actually do, if you want to check out all information on the SGL tournament itself, you can go ahead and click this document in the link in chat right now for SGL 2024, and gives you the entire breakdown, settings, the way hints are set up, tournament rules, the format. So that'll be getting underway pretty soon. The online, I think, is happening before in person, as Drew alluded to at the start of the stream. But yeah, we're going to be featuring SGL settings tomorrow as well, and then we'll move on to something else afterwards. And then Star is also an SGL organizer in chat, so she also has all information for anyone who has any additional questions. So feel free to ask them, as well as Mira.
Yeah, it's a really cool event. Definitely recommend checking it out. Of course, the in-person event is kind of like the main event, so to speak. But the online portion is incredibly competitive. If the last few years are anything to go by.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt. A lot of big names showing up for that as well. Yeah, I mean, not really anything interesting going on right now. We're just moving through DC as we do. This is, you know, typical route. Again, when you find early bomb bag, you're gonna see everyone following the same path for the most part. So, you know, we're just slowly moving through DC here.
Yep.
Not
Just gonna
finding
grab
really.
whatever skulls are most convenient, basically. So
Yeah.
probably just that one, maybe the back one, but it's not really a whole lot to grab here, and not a lot of items being found either.
I believe Flea has a slingshot. It was in Windmill. If he didn't grab it, then I missed it. I would
He
assume he
does have
has it
his
though.
personal tracker, so I
Okay.
would I would think so. Alright, our first big chest here. And it's gonna be a strength upgrade, which is really good. We do need 2 of those to beat Spirit, which is a required dungeon, so nice little pickup there.
Yeah, and I thought Cola was moving towards the mud wall over there, but thought we peeked at it and it was dead. And it just seemed to prove me wrong there. Yeah, I mean, again, strength. I mean, strength really doesn't do too much for you at the moment. It gets you into well, we have bomb bags, so I guess that wouldn't really matter. You could
Hmm.
already get into crater at that point. So yeah, I mean, it required forest, but can't do anything with that until we find a hook shot. So really nothing too big in DC here so far. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where our runners elect to go after this. Um, I would imagine you just do your traditional child route, but
Yeah, it's pretty interesting with the Foolishes especially, because like you can go up towards Goron City and Crater and do at least a few checks. It's probably suboptimal, and I think like a lot of players would recognize that that's a pretty suboptimal play. But when you have Lost Woods and Kokiri are completely dead, like you gotta go child and do what exactly, right? Like you'll probably grab your songs because those are super important. We still don't have a ZL or anything yet. But as far as checks go and items, there can't really be too much there, I would imagine.
yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call at the moment.
It's kind of interesting. Like I would say like normally we would probably see maybe either like 3 or 4 runners just go straight child. I think with all that in mind, we might maybe even see like an even split here. Of course, if we find something like hookshot or hover boots, then they're for sure going up the mountain. But we'll just have to see what Cola decides to do here.
Yeah, we'll find out. What has King Dodongo been hiding? Looks like art
It was a
piece.
piece of heart, yeah. I think you're like way behind me now.
Am I really? I gotta refresh again.
Yeah, I'm at 1235 on Colas.
What the hell is going on here, man? I don't understand. Oh my goodness, yeah, I just refreshed and Cola is checking dungeon info and looks like he's on his way to River. We just time warped. On my end.
Yeah, this is another interesting option. Of course, you can go upriver towards SFM to grab that song there. It's possible that you find like a hookshot or something in river from Cola's perspective. Is my low latency mode off? What?
Well, Drew's not streaming, so it shouldn't have anything to do with Drew's feed. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. We are seeing that immediate divergence between Cola and E-Cola. What is this model, by the way?
I've never seen this one. This is horrible. So we've got Big Chungus as adult. Maybe a shout out to Zabi, who won the Season 7 tournament with the Big Chungus model. And we've got a Barrel as child. It's literally just a barrel. Like,
yeah, what? Like, okay. What was that hint? Oh, thank you. Okay, that's
we got
one of
double
the
fishing.
3 dual hints I think we get.
Yeah, it's 3 dual hints.
So that's 1 of 3 currently. You know what? I'm just gonna maximize myself, guys. I don't know what else to do at this point. I have my volume turned all the way up in Node, so I mean, if I'm just super quiet, then I'll have to mess with things after this. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, back to the race. Mask of Truth. Or Mask of Truth. Skull Mask, excuse me. Skull Mask hinted dead.
Yeah, what tournament do you think this is?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I really can't take this model seriously. Like, this is insane. Wait, was that a 3rd Forest Temple Evolve hint? Or is that only 2?
I think that's only 2. So we saw the one that was in DC, and then one at the top of the river, which we saw, like, Flea saw it earlier, so that's probably why.
Okay.
Getting a little mixed up there. He's doing a barrel roll. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Please,
please stop. Oh, we're synchronizing again. Okay. Yeah.
So early adult SFM, definitely a gamble here from Cola. It is pretty time consuming. There's always the chance that if you go child, you're just gonna find Minuet right away.
Yeah.
But it looks like he will be pulling a big chest here. Although it is worth mentioning that in these settings, bomb chews are in big chests. We do find a strength 2. So when we go to Goron City, possibly, we'll be able to clear the maze with that strength 2, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is required to beat the seed, so... Well, potentially. We need 2, we have 2. There's a 3rd somewhere. Got a hint for that magic we already picked up. Very nice stuff. Very useful.
Would be really big if Cola pulls like Requiem or something off of this.
Yeah. Minuet is pretty big too if he finds that. But it looks like it's just gonna be Song of Time.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, not incredibly useful. Gonna be able to make use of this Sun Song here and get back to the bottom of SFM. I'm gonna take a quick dip into Goron City.
Yeah, and as you were saying, we're about to see the song that E-Cola pulls off of Malin here in Lon Lon Ranch. If it is Minuet, he most likely just saves free time against Cola because he's not going to have to hike to adult SFM.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to be a crazy amount of time. Maybe, I don't know, what would you say, like 30 to 40 seconds?
It's hard to say, I guess. It kind of depends on, like, the child spawn and everything.
Yeah.
Because, like, child kind of has no reason to go to the area other than the song. So it's, like, a little weird in this scenario.
Mm-hmm. And it was all hypothetical anyway because we pulled Serenade, so... not the worst find, though, considering we have a random child spawn.
Ooh. A hammer off of Link the Goron on Flea's side there.
And we just pulled lights at a chess game.
Incredible.
Oh, no.
That's gonna be pretty nice. I mean, considering they have Sun Song, I would imagine that most players are gonna find that. Ikola has not picked it up, but will probably do so on his way going back at adult.
Mel, we have no idea. We're still trying to figure that out. Yeah, this model is.
What? Oh, the
something
chicken's
else.
ratting the bear.
Yeah, we have fire arrows in maze, as Virgil Dante is pointing out. Doesn't really do too much for you most of the time.
Yeah.
So.
Especially since we have like a hinted wasteland dead, so
Yeah.
super not useful.
That is indeed a strong chicken. It's just pulling this entire barrel and link up with its talons. Just, or they don't even have talons, do they? I don't know.
I don't know. Just thinking of that, like from like Napoleon Dynamite. Like, do the chickens have a large talent?
Oh, brother. Oh, there's Rudos on the crater.
Okay.
And that is in logic. We have a bomb bag. We can get beans. So, well, we don't have.
We don't have Bolero, yeah.
Never mind.
It's close. It's close. We know where it is for when we need it. We possibly don't need it because it's Fire Med Jabu.
Oh, get the heart piece. Come on. You went down that far. You might as well just grab it.
I don't know. When you have a Goron Tunic, like, what's the point?
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, you could need it for, like, Central Pillar or something, but...
Oof, dude, that hint is so long.
So, Cola gonna exit Crater here, probably just read a couple hints and head back to Child. Or, not back to Child, because he was never Child, but he's gonna go become a Child.
I think that was Shadow Trial 2. Yeah, it was Shadow 2. Okay, so yeah, that just makes that fire arrow find even worse. So.
Rip.
And my dog is staring at me. I think she needs to go outside, so I need to step away for 1 second. I apologize.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Alright. Guys, how am I supposed to carry this? I can't carry as hard as the chicken carries the barrel. So Ikola opting to go upriver as Child, which is definitely a safer play than doing it as adult, I would say. Or at least like the plan to do so is a little safer. If you found Storms in Lon Lon, you'd kind of be set up for Frogs 1 here. Could have also used the Serenade and the Scale, and I don't know. I guess not, because doing it downwards, you have to go down and grab the chicken anyway. All this stuff. But he will be going into SFM from here. We'll be picking up that Strength 2 from SFM, grabbing a song, hopefully a useful one, because our songs are kind of weak at the moment.
Very weak.
We'll be going into Domain, actually. So
Yeah, I mean,
kind of an interesting play. Like we have Scale and Serenade, you can kind of just do this at any time. But he's opting to knock it out now while he's here. Good possibility we never have to come back here, so.
Yeah, maybe he figured you get that extra hint, but that hint ended up being not worthless, but we already knew that, so.
Yeah.
No new info gained, unfortunately. We got nothing on Richard.
Yeah, which I think we did see on Ecola's side. Or not Ecola's side. Somebody did it. Volk?
Oh, yeah, you know
Possibly.
what? Volk had to have done that when he got the lights. Because he got the lights from Chess Game.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So yeah, I mean, the only new check we're getting right now is dive game.
Yep. And we are going to see the torches.
True. There are
So
2
he
checks in
lights
here.
them here. And then he'll be going to SFM, surely. I think at this point we really just need like a good like song chain or something.
Oh my goodness.
Just find like another or like a bunch of songs that just chain together.
This may just pay out for Ecola.
Yeah.
Because
See if
again,
it pays out double.
When are you getting the letter, right? I mean, we have no means to get it right now. I mean, I'm sure we'll grab it soon, but if this is like hover boots or hook shot, that's really nice. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, not the most useful thing in the world. But
no.
Hey, you never know. And we are gonna clear lake here. There is another bomb bag under the water. Definitely worth picking that up when you're sitting on 3 bombs.
Yeah, dude. I saw him swimming away for a second. I'm like, wait, what? And then
hold up, buddy.
Yeah. Go back. Wait, was that our child spawn?
Yeah, I think we saw that from somebody already. Whoever did chickens. Not sure.
Maybe you did, but I didn't.
I mean, I didn't remember, but we've definitely seen it.
Like, open your eyes.
I just saw it. I was like, I don't know. Just thinking like, oh yeah, we must have seen that because Bulk did chickens. And we are going to get a child fishing here. We did see the double fishing hint on Cola's side, I believe. So we know that there's not going to be anything here. But Ecola just kind of checking everything. There's not a huge amount of checks left at this point, so definitely worth maybe just grabbing some of these checks that are a little bit out of the way and hoping for the best.
Especially with our current item set. I mean, we really cannot do much here
Yeah.
with our current inventory, so.
It kind of feels like the SFM song is just gonna, like, really make this seed take off. I'm not sure how. Maybe like Hammer or something. Or Hammer? What?
Hammer?
I meant Bolero.
Song sanity, everyone.
I mean, okay, one of the songs is an item. Maybe it's a hook shot at Child SFM.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, since we start with Prelude. And I think I said earlier when we pulled Serenade off of Malin, like, oh, well, you know, we have budget Prelude, so at least it has some value, and not realizing that we already have Prelude, so it's, you know.
Oh, it's just Burning Cat. Dang. And it's a bloopy.
Oh, it is BK song. Okay.
Right.
Pretty sure we did that for Scrubs, too. I don't know. That was so long ago. And irrelevant. Ecola. Is this a Valley Lake? Oh, no, wait. He hasn't done Lamon. What am I talking about? Oh, wait, he has done Lamon.
Ecola's done Lamon. Yeah, he was the first one in there.
So what are we doing here?
Probably just clearing like Southfield into Valley, maybe. Or he might just follow this all the way to like Kokiri Lost Woods just to go to SFM to get the song.
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm looking at Cola's feed and talking about Ecola. Okay, all right. Woof. I've only had one beer, man.
It'll be
Tell
okay.
me I'm that much of a lightweight. Oof. That's rough. What do you think not Ecola, what do you think Cola does after this?
I think he's just gonna go straight to SFM. You could even like use the save warp and just walk up DMT, possibly. I think it's not like an amazing play, but it doesn't take too long. Then again, like you could go Valley, could go Lake. Like if you do like Serenade and then dive through to Domain, do those 2 checks and then go to Lost Woods from there. That also doesn't take very long.
It's efficient too. Looks like Ecola is doing Valley. I mean, at this point, you kind of have to. Like, there's really no
Yeah.
progression.
Like, it's basically like... I don't even know at this point. Like, you got to get that SFM song, because it's probably something important at this rate. We've seen too many dead songs. There is something in the waterfall here. And it is a hook shot,
boy.
which is a huge
Alright.
item. So Volk first to pick that one up. Ecola will be the second.
Was that... Wait, was that Valley Morpha right next to the hook shot?
Wowie.
Oh, no. That's really bad, actually. That is horrendous. That's probably like one of the worst case scenarios, because the other hint stone, because that's accessible, can be locked behind that hook shot. Or behind both hooks.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're just never gonna find that information. I mean, again, it's to that point where you're gonna have to have Valley in the back of your head, because the seed has been so dry in progression items that it's like, you know something, you will know eventually that something has to be there. I mean, because where else can it be? So you will get funneled there.
Also, it's kind of funny. Okay, I'm seeing Schultzer mentioning the forest being path to evolve. One little thing we didn't really talk about yet is how the path hints work in these settings. So because of the prioritization of the hints, they're basically, if it's hinting an item that's required for both a stone and a medallion, it's always going to tell you that it's path to the stone dungeon. So the fact that Forest Temple is path to Volve means that whatever item is in there is not going to be required to beat any of our stone dungeons. So it's most likely hover boots. I think the only things we really need to logically beat fire in like any case would be a bow and hover boots. And it definitely can't be the bow, because that would be required for forest. If that makes sense.
No, you're speaking gibberish to me, man. I mean,
Okay.
everybody else understands this. That's great, but you know, I'm Pepega brain, so.
No, yeah, it's just the way the hints prioritize, like, because we're working with 2 different goals. So like, there's like the bridge condition and the boss key condition, like Ganon's boss key. So items that are required for both are going to be hinted towards the bridge condition, because it's higher priority.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Because forest is a stone, then that.
Yeah, because forest is a stone
okay.
and fire is a med. The item that's in forest that's path to Volve, because it's path to a med, it can't be it can't be on the path list for any of the stone dungeons.
I got you. See,
So
Chad, we
with
learn
it
something
being
new every day.
with it being hover boots, like it would basically have to be hover boots at that point, or something pointing towards hover boots. I mean, with Shadow dead, it's not a huge surprise, I suppose, but can possibly rule out things like crossing without long shot or whatever. Like, I don't know. If we don't get Requiem, basically, our long shot is going to be before we cross. It's just like little situations like that. Like, these things probably won't come up in this seed, but there's always the chance that they do. And it's kind of like worth thinking about it while you're just running around doing whatever.
Yeah, just
And
keep it
we
in the back of your head.
find a Kokiri sword on Dompe. Equalo's going to be the first to pick that up, so that gives him all the reason in the world to go up to SFM and grab this song. Because now you can pretty much just like single dip the whole area. Other than Child Goron City, but we don't care about that. We kind of do, but we don't at the same time.
There's Volk picking up that strength. I mean, Yeah, I don't know, man. There's really still. I mean, with that hook, I guess you just go. Oh well, wait. Hold on. Where did we pick up Requiem? Sorry, I had somebody like talking to me in my
Requiem's
house.
just in Child SFM, so
It
if
was in
we
SFM.
like literally
Okay.
just grabbed it, yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like this is gonna be possibly like a short song chain.
Yeah.
With that Kokiri sword, we can also get a song check from Temple of Time. Once we get the Forest Medallion from Deku.
Hmm. So what do you think when we go back adult here? Like, I guess I'm trying to predict like what our runners will do. Because of the forest path, I think you just go in the forest first, no? Right? Because well, hold on, it was path to
Volve.
Volvagia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know, like you could definitely dip in there. It's just like whatever's in there is not going to be required for anything
Yeah.
except fire.
See, it's tough because I mean, well, you're gonna do Child Spirit, right? You're gonna hope
Yep.
that you get keys.
Yep.
Wait, well, there's ZL. Okay. Well, that opens up a little bit. That's actually gives you more reason to just come back and do Spirit, right? Because you're almost guaranteed to be able to climb. Well, you are guaranteed to be able to climb at this point with the strength too.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point, for like from Cola's perspective, Spirit is like most of the checks he has.
Yeah, yeah, true. And it's pretty cool. We have Cola and Flea pretty much just high-fiving in Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, I just warped again.
Uh-oh.
Cola entered the room, and then all of a sudden, everybody was dead. And he's lighting the torches, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, sounds. I mean, that's where I'm at, so
Okay. So I'm just warping all over the place.
that's okay.
Key
Gonna
in Child
pick up
Spirit.
his strength too. Yeah, he's in Child Spirit. Just shooting the switch right now. Nabby's yelling at him. So we do have one key and one heart chest in Child Spirit. So
What's
Child
faster?
Spirit potentially required.
What's faster, climbing or doing adult into that side? Like, it would obviously be adult, right? Like, there's no
Yeah,
sense
I mean,
climbing up into that room.
I don't know. The fact that we don't have a bow to light the torches and everything, like it might be worth climbing as child.
Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Because technically that could be logically required in this scenario because we may have access to all 5 of our keys, no? With our item set?
We could.
I mean, it's probably like really rare, but I don't know. Would you take that gamble?
If I were in this position, I would probably climb, yeah.
Looks like Cola is electing to do that, so makes sense. Can't do bow crap, so there's Volk picking up his ZL. Yeah, everybody but E-Cola just converging in Child Spirit. It's funny. I feel like because of the way this early game played out, a lot of the seed is just going to be like following each other because everybody took forever to find the necessary. Well, everybody took forever to go to Child SFM, so it's like this is the only
Yeah.
logical play at that point. The best play at that point. A boss key and climbs. That's, I mean, that's whatever. You're gonna run into that eventually. And where? Wait, was it closed, Deku?
Yep.
All right, so Ecola. I mean, I kind of like this play too from Ecola. I mean, you might as well just get this area out of the way.
Yeah, if I were in his position, I would definitely be doing this. We have a mirror shield on the map chest in Spirit.
Oh, brother.
So once these guys get that hook shot, they can definitely come back and complete this dungeon. Nice little boss key icon there on the HUD. Very cool.
Yeah, really nice addition to the dev branch. I'm excited for that to come to stable later on when the new release is bundled. Oh, wait a minute, but we have a Rang and Deku Tree, which we don't know at this point whether or not that's required.
Yeah, I mean, it can only be required for like an item in Jabu,
Yeah,
but
and
it's definitely going to be nice for our skull collection.
for sure. And I mean, if something's in Jabu, that's like absolute worst case scenario, right? I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
so
It's definitely the worst dungeon in this seed that actually has checks. It's like, obviously, like, Shadow and Water don't have anything, so they're just completely out of the question. Jabu's like the worst place you could ever find yourself looking for items.
Soy Sauce Burning Cacksong is the dead item that took place of Prelude since we started with it. So it'll be 5 rupees and nothing else.
Yep. Another big chest here. It is bomb shoes.
Yeah. E. Cola getting screwed by big chest bomb shoes. Love to see it.
It's worth mentioning that like this can all just be bait. Like we could have like a completely dead Deku and then just get like Nocturne from Temple of Time or something and just like this is all just like a waste of time. I think like I was definitely favoring Equala's position. And I still kind of am just because of that song. Like it could be something good, but it's entirely possible that this is just a huge waste of time.
No way that flame storage worked, right? I mean, we're gonna find out. It didn't look like he was anywhere near the torch.
I don't know. It was cute though. I like that. Oh, I hate when that happened.
This model is so troll, man. Like, he definitely did this on purpose. Yeah, I knew there's no way that worked. Ooh. Oh no. No! Oh, it's just unfortunate thing happening one after another. Into E. Cola here in Deku Tree, hate to see it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say the model is to blame, but it might be.
I mean, it's possible. It's entirely possible. If it were me in this position, I would be blaming the model.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so would I. Are you kidding me? It can never be a skill issue. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like...
No way. It's the first dungeon.
No, in all seriousness, E. Cola is absolutely cracked at this game.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the best runners we've ever seen, for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, you switch up the models and suddenly you can't play any.
Oh, well, there you go. Somebody asked in chat where Butterknife was. Who was it? I know I saw it.
Who was
it? Yeah, there you go. It was Dampe. That guy hides everything. Yeah, Ecola is just a fucking beast.
Yeah.
There we go. Goma down on Ecola's side. Let's see what we get for boss reward. Hopefully something good. But like you said, if not, I mean, the song could just be... It could be just as rewarding.
You can't even see the item.
Dude, you can't see anything with this damn model. It's insane. I don't know how you even ground jump.
Also, we're getting our first look inside of Composer's Grave, so potentially something useful here. We would like to see maybe Epona's. So there's our Nocturne.
What to say about that?
Pretty much, yeah. So that's not going to be what Ecola finds at Temple of Time. He is going to quickly do Child Spirit here. Not exactly sure if he's going to climb up all the way. I I don't really think that the hook shot changes things in my opinion. Like I would probably still climb just because of the firelock checks, but
No, you made a good point. I mean, we don't really not having that bow is killer. Like it's
yeah.
almost. Now that I think about it, I sat on it for a little bit. I think it's essential that you climb in this scenario because you really don't want to. You don't want to leave those checks like unchecked when you come back to
Yeah.
clear spirit.
Especially
Especially this
like in
early.
his position, like he's beaten Deku, he's gotten both songs from Child. You may or may not ever have to come back to do Jabu. Like if you go adult here, you're probably just hoping to stay adult forever. Until like Storms pops up, but
Yeah, because then wells in the back of your mind, and you're like, oof, and then you get baited in the bottom of the well because it's just so check dense and
yeah. And like before you know it, you're like an hour in, and every single place you've been is completely dead.
yeah.
It's the rando experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the one with the barrel over his entire body. Yo, I mean, I'm not sure, but oh my god.
Underneath that barrel, he probably looks just the same as the others. So.
I mean, but we'll never know because we can't see him.
Yeah. It's too dark in there.
It could be like Headless Link. You know, no idea.
Yeah.
Could be the cursed 3D Link. Still wouldn't know.
We are going to get our first look at a couple of these Goron City checks as Child. So Darunia and the Spinning Pot. We have not seen yet. Those are our last two checks in Goron City.
Oh
and the other hook shots, that's huge for Cola.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because like we were saying, like Ecola has no reason to ever come back to this area. Like Child Goron City for these like two checks is gonna be probably one of the last things he does.
The question is, when does Cola go Valley?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like you'd pretty much have to do it with GTG, considering we have Requiem.
And granted, it's hinted. We have no fucking idea where the second hint is, and we know that one of them is right next to the check.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when Cola is actually able to route that check in, because at this point, that's the last area on my mind. I mean, there's absolutely nothing pointing me towards Valley at this point.
Watch your fucking language, man.
Yo, Valley to morph at Deku. Okay, that's still bad.
Ecola skipped those hints though. He doesn't know. Like he's already been there and skipped the hints. Oh no, Ecola has the. I'm going wild.
It's okay. It's alright. I did the same thing. It's my fault because I put them next to each other. It's fine.
Yeah, what?
I apologize. I don't know. I wasn't thinking.
Okay, well, Cola is also skipping the hints for what it's worth, so he's my point stands. I just had the wrong Cola.
Dude, if Cola skips this hint, I don't know, man. I'm worried.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, granted, you have Hammer, okay? But we don't know where Eponas is. And obviously we know where the long shot is. So, like, that area is just not in logic.
Yeah.
So, it's just never going to cross your mind. It's, like, this is how it's going to play out. This is how I foresee it. Like, Cola's going to do literally everything before...
Eponas is going to be in, like, ice or something.
Yeah. And then he'll just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go do GTG. He's going to clear GTG. It's going to be completely barren. There's absolutely nothing else. He's just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I don't know if he even goes to Valley at that point.
You just forfeit.
Dude, Valley is like one of the worst areas in this game because it's one of those places where like you can just be completely screwed early on. Like if you choose to not do it for whatever reason, it's a sphere 0 check. I mean, like, it can make or break a seed easily. So it's just one of those things. Like you're really gambling. You're really taking a gamble by not going there because the time loss could be exponential.
Yeah. All right, Ikola gonna do his last cleanup of market here. Possibly check Hyrule Castle Ferry, though I would imagine he's probably just gonna go straight adult.
Yeah, no, that check sucks. I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I mean, like, you have Spirit, you have Forest that you can at least dip into.
I mean, granted, how many dual hints have we found too? Remember, we have a total of 3 dual hints. So if you're playing into hints at that point, we got the fishing hint, and I think that's it. No? Am I wrong?
I think you might be right.
Yeah, so we still have 2... Well, they're on 2 hint stones. So we have multiple chances to find a dual hint that just says, like, both fairies are dead, and you just never have to worry about it. So
that's
I
totally
might
fair.
save that, knowing I'm going to be reading hint stones throughout the remainder of the seed.
Yeah, especially, like, considering you beat Deku, you want to see what this song is. Like, it's just kind of sitting there. You want to know. He has tons to do in terms of progression. Like, he can't complete anything, but there is a bunch that he can do. Flea has a bow. I don't know, man.
Dude. I have no idea. Yeah.
Things are just happening.
I mean, it had to be recent, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
Spirit, you think?
No, because Cola climbed all the way up Spirit as well. He doesn't have it. Was it Hyrule Castle Fairy?
I hope not. If it was Hyrule Castle Fairy, this seed is just atrocious. We have required hookshot in Valley. We have lights on Chess Game. And potentially a bow on Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Oh, was that Colossus Fairy? Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's better. That's better.
Yeah. I'll take that because you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back there again at some point.
It's still like a little rough. Like, you definitely do it like on your way into Adult Spirit or something. Well, maybe not like for sure you do that, but like it is something you can do.
I think you do it afterwards. Because you have FW, you have magic. You're gonna push Spirit. You go till you can't anymore. Well, no, because you can complete it. So like you're just gonna beat Spirit, and then do that check afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only person who's really in a position to beat it is Volk right now, and Cola, I guess. Yeah, Cola does have the mirror shield, so Cola should find the bow, hopefully. Like, this is just, he's just warping straight to Spirit. There's no way he does anything else. Yeah. See?
Yeah. It's funny, maybe.
Ikola doing Hyrule Castle Fairy and finding a purple ruby, so was not the play in this seed.
Yeah, not a fan of that as he's
sparking
up, dude. He pulled that and he was like, let me light a fresh one.
Jesus Christ.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Been there.
I'm telling you, that check, man, that check sucks. Yeah, I think exactly what we were just talking about is going to happen on Cola's side. He's just going to full clear Spirit and then hopefully pull that bow.
Yeah.
Afterwards. And then at that point, you just... I mean, you would go to Forest at that point because you can just clear it, right? So, like, I think your path is just pretty laid out for you.
Yeah, because I think, like, at this point, from his perspective, like, anything else that you're going to do is just going to take forever. Like, you're either going to go to Dip Forest, you can go Beat Fire, which is pretty, like, I mean, like, it's progression, but it's way out of the way. Like, you may as well just do, like, the one out of the way check, Colossus Fairy. Even, like, it's not even that far out of the way. Like, you just walk from the Blue Warp.
I would say though, if he had Minuet in this scenario, I don't think he would do Colossus Fairy. I think he would just
No,
warp.
I don't think I would. To be fair, like,
Yeah.
especially with Requiem, like you can just do it whenever.
Mm-hmm. But knowing
hell
you
is
have to like go out of your way to hike to forest, I think you just like do it just in case.
Okay, Cola has like I think like on his silver rupees he has like the Navi text. It's like hello, but like it just keeps going up and up in pitch. And I had no idea what was going on.
See, I have it muted, so I didn't hear that.
Okay.
But good on you for pointing that out. That's great.
I thought it was just like coming through your mic or something. I was
No,
like
no, no.
freaking out. I couldn't figure this out.
Dude, this guy is just one big massive troll, man. Who was the other one that used this model?
Zavi.
Zavi, right?
And Cryo.
Fucking S7 finals.
I know.
Just big chungus.
Dude, he won as Big Chungus. It's wild.
Oh my goodness.
He brought honor to all the Big Chunguses.
Yeah, Zavi is nuts. Oh, dude, I can never... Okay, I am so inconsistent with that hook shot. Like, is there some sort of, like, visual cue that you're supposed to have to be able to climb that ledge with one pull? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's mostly about where you stand. You just gotta, like, stand in the right spot, and then just, like, aim up until, like, you're at the top of where the red dot disappears, basically.
Is it that
makes
precise?
sense. Yeah, it's like all the way at the top.
Okay. Virgil pointing out that the domain checks were hinted at Nocturne Warp Pad, so that is 2 out of our 3 dual hints.
Okay.
For the seed. Yeah, dual hints. I don't know, man. I don't really know like what's available in the entire pool. I know like some tournaments disable certain ones and whatnot. It's for me personally, it's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, every format basically just like picks and chooses them, so like it's always different going from one format to another. But we're just gonna get what we get. That's kind of like how I approach dual hints in settings nowadays. I'm just like, I'll just get what I get. Like I never like, I hardly ever hold out for a hint. Like if I'm like going to check something, I'm just gonna go check it. I don't know. That's probably like a stupid way to be, but like, I'm sorry I said that about you. Like you kind of put that out there as I was in the middle of.
It's all good. I mean, we already know this, so you know it's not new information to anybody. But that's a good point, Virgil. I think we are in no mode.
Oh yeah, we are.
For sure, I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. Yeah, because we have a bow, we have lights, we have magic. We don't need hovers for fire. I mean,
this is so tricky though.
Who gives a shit?
Like,
I mean,
Cola has to go to Valley. Flea basically has to do everything. I mean, like not everything, but he has to go to where both the hooks are, so Valley and Goron City. If he ends up going towards Dompe, which I think he will, he is gonna find that Kokiri sword, which might just drag him into the Darunia one, which would be nice. Because I mean, like at this point, like, alright, he was just in Composer's Grave. I don't think he does go there as child. Oh, this is tricky.
yeah.
Volk has to go to Darunia, but hasn't beaten. Oh, he has beaten Deku. I just like okay. Because, like, everybody has the one hook, and then Cola has the other one, and Flea has none of them. But, like, the way I'm thinking about this is, like, if you have one of the hooks, how do you get the other one? Like, it's just impossible. Like, once you have hook, you're just kind of doing progression. And both the hooks are in such bad spots that, like, it's just really weird getting to the other hook.
I think the worst, or one of the worst parts about Child Grown City in the seed, it's is that you get Requiem from Child SFM, and then you have to warp out to get ZL and Colossus, and then
Yeah.
go back. So it's like
The
you were
only reason
saying,
it worked out for Cola is because he just went up to SFM for the song, and that was it. And then ended up finding the Kokiri sword later. So
yeah,
it just kind of
exactly.
all worked out.
And that's the one, that's the route you need in this scenario, because if
Yeah.
you clear that area before you get Requiem, which is let's be honest here, typically you're clearing forest and Deku and all before. Well, maybe not. Okay, maybe not everybody. I'm sure that's a decision that you have to make when you enter the forest area. It's like, do I climb, get the song, and then go out and do Deku Tree? Because you're not really losing any time by doing it first, because you can just exit Lost Woods from the back end of Lost Woods, right? And just end out
Yeah.
in Kokiri Forest. So it's not like you have to traverse anything extra. But yeah, I mean, if you somehow route in Deku before doing all of that, it's just a really, really bad scenario for you, because that's
At
another
least
area.
for Ecola and Volk, it's kind of not too bad. I mean, it is bad, but Minuet could still be found somewhere, which would make it a little bit nicer. I still don't think
Yeah.
you ever go back, because you're basically just going Child for those checks.
The one thing that could save you is if somehow you pull storms.
Yeah, and then you just decide I'm just gonna clear Child because I'm a child.
Exactly. Again, I think even in a weekly setting, that's kind of unlikely, right? Because if you're trying to win a weekly, you're going to be playing pretty aggressively.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're not going to be thinking, hey, I'm not going to be back in this area for Goron City. I have adult progression to do, or better adult checks that don't take as much time. So I'm going to clear bottom of the well because it's checked ends, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here and go back adult, because I'm trying to save the most time that I possibly can. I mean, you're just not going to be thinking of routing in an area like Child Goron City. It's also with Valley, it's one of the worst areas in the game to route in. It's very situational, and to route efficiently. Otherwise, it's just always going to be inefficient.
And especially in a seed like this, GTG is a place you never have to go to in this seed.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if you go there and you do end up pulling the long shot eventually out of Valley, you've probably wasted a whole bunch of time on your way there, because you're probably clearing GTG along the way.
Yeah, for sure. And
also, happy 1 hour.
Yeah, Alley-oop's pointing that out for us. We kind of missed the shout out in the beginning, so I apologize for that. You want to do the shout outs, Drew, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I can do it. So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is our SGL Settings Weekly, featuring our fabulous runners Cola, Ecola, Flea, and Volk. They're all incredible runners, very, very strong runners, very good at the game. Thank you to our trackers, Carliana, Warren Traveler, Lady Draco, and Alley-oops. We couldn't do it without you. It's a very tough job, to say the least. I can't do it. I don't have the attention span for it personally. It's very tough to do. And thank you to our restreamer and my co-com, Jimbo.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for joining me. It was relatively short notice, so thanks to everybody for getting involved last minute. Glad that we could actually, put on a race here. It's been kind of rough trying to get restreams together for Uter as of late, so it's always nice when, we can get something on for you guys. And a 4-player restream, too. What a comeback. It's crazy.
So Cola kind of playing this out exactly like you thought he would. He cleared Spirit, just gonna go grab this bow now. And then from here, you're basically just gonna go do Fire and Forest. There's no reason to stay in this area. There's no reason to go to GTG right now. You have 2 dungeons you can full clear that are hard required.
And See, I'm trying to like get inside his head right now, and like you know he's thinking about where could this long shot be, because I mean that's like what we're looking that's what he's looking for at this moment, and then he's just gonna dungeon rush, right? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
he probably assumes it's gonna be hook locked, or he's hoping that it's gonna be hook locked in one of his dungeons on the way. Do you think he has like a contingency plan in place?
I think it's probably going to be something that he's thinking about while he's doing all this. Like, I would say it's probably pretty understandable to not have like a solid plan of what you're doing, because like anything you find could change that. Although
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
not really a ton you're gonna find, to be honest. There's a second bow on top of GTG there, or on top of the fortress. And Cola is going to be going inside of GTG, I would imagine, which is pretty unfortunate for him, because, of course, we know that you're not really going to find anything useful in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a heavy time sink, unfortunately.
It's also worth mentioning that he did not buy a shield earlier, and found the bow after he had dipped Spirit, so was not able to get those Firelock checks in Spirit, does not have a shield currently, and of course doesn't have like the most important shield, which was in there, the Mirror Shield, which is required to beat the seed. So it could be a very long time before he goes back and gets that Mirror Shield. He's just kind of in like a really tough spot at the moment.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. He's gonna pull a Highland Shield off of the HBA here. So.
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna.
It's not gonna.
Not gonna pull him back to Spirit Temple, but
it'll solve your shield problem at
least. Yes, one step at a time.
Man,
we do have Flea here in Deku. We're hoping he goes back to Goron City after this, because you will need to get that hook shot off of Darunia.
See, I don't think so, man. I think you just prelude at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Well, not having any hook shot, maybe Flea is in like a different scenario. Like Flea could just be thinking that he's missing an available hook shot, which I mean he would be correct. He's missing two that are available to him, but I mean like early on. Like
yeah.
Because well, I don't know actually, because he's not out of logic.
No, yeah, he's not.
So you can't really deduce much, I guess, given his position.
Yeah, like really, like the hookshot could just be anywhere. You don't really have anything that's out of logic at the moment. Volk is cutting it pretty close in terms of health here, but
this
I
is
think
scary.
he'll pull through. Oh, Twinrova's trying to shoot him, but you don't want her to shoot the 5th time. Oh my god, that is like actually the worst luck imaginable. So Ice moved to a pillar, charged a shot. Fire moved to the pillar, tried to shoot. And then while he's distracting Fire, Ice shoots. It's just horrible.
Now imagine he gets hit there.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
Yeah, that would probably go down as like the worst RNG for a Twin Rover fight ever. And it's a shame because there's nothing you can do about that.
I know. So Cola, as expected, is going to be heading straight for Forest. He knows its path. He knows it probably just has the hover boots.
Yeah, I mean, we know it has to be the hovers at this point, right? Like, what else can it be that
actually
unlocks something for you?
Like, it could be, like, Strength 3 or something, and then, like, you go into Ganon's and get hover boots in there or something, and those are required to be fire. I don't know. But Strength 3 seems like the only bait that's really left.
Is there even bait?
I mean, like, it's not bait, because you're never gonna chase it, knowing that, like, it's only gonna lead to hover boots, at least.
I think it just has to be hover boots, because what else? what else could it be? Like, what? We know letters on top of crater. We have no
Yeah,
means to get letter. Letter would unlock the entirety of Adult Zera's Fountain and Ice Cavern. So all of that is completely out of the question.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Like, it can pretty much
Yeah.
only be strength 3.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, duh. Fire's a med. It's not a medallion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. It took me a second to understand that.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. We just gonna
very
pull
soon.
it here? First check? No.
Okay. I mean, that's helpful. I was gonna say, like, if you get those, if you get the hover boots early in here, it at least saves you some time in here. So, like, it's not a completely worthless spot. But Big Goron Sword isn't necessarily worthless either.
No, it saves you a little bit of time in combat, for sure.
Oh, we got a big chest. Is this another Chupak? Oh, wallet. Wow.
That is one of the worst things about this. Okay, so, like, choosing big chests, great setting early on, right? Because, like, you want explosives. So, like, you just don't have to open any small chests unless you need money, because you know you're not going to get anything out of it. Late game, one of the worst settings imaginable when you're in a hunt for your last item. Like,
yeah,
probably,
it really messes with you.
Like, it really is so fucking tilting. It's like it's. I have a real love-hate relationship with that setting. Like, because, like I said, great early, man. Like, you don't have a bomb bag, cool. You know you can. You're most likely gonna pull choose somewhere, right? Because big chest, easy. Late game, forget about it.
Yeah, if you're peeking anything, like, you're just getting baited left and right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, granted, for like a quicker format like this, it does provide like a little bit of time save, because like you're cutting out like the early parts of the seed, which are probably, I don't know, like where you can get tripped up the most, I guess.
I can see that, yeah. It's just funny how it flips, like, as the seed progresses. It's like, early on, great. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, as you get closer to endgame, it just does a complete 180. And then it just destroys you. But yeah, that's just me bitching.
Poor Big Chungus here, man.
He's getting...
Gotta fight these guys with no shield.
No shot against that Beamos. That Beamos is a sniper, dude.
Flea, yeah, finding the Valley hook first. I honestly thought he was gonna find the Darunia hook. I guess there's no way Cola reads the Deku instead of here, right?
No way. No way.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. Especially not like a player like Cola, who, like you said, like, this is a weekly. People are gonna play more aggressive generally. And Cola is just an aggressive player in the first place, so like, I think the odds of him going out of his way to read those 2 hints is pretty small. Maybe, like, if you don't have a Morpha hint at this stage, and, like, the fact that he has gone a little bit out of the way for a couple hint stones, like, maybe you could think that there's a chance that he reads those hints, just hoping for a Morpha hint. And he would get rewarded.
Dude, there's just a bow and well.
Oh my god. But there's no way, like, you can come up here. Like,
oh my goodness. I mean,
I guess you could have. Like, if you didn't do this in Adult 1, you could definitely just, like, come up here in Adult 2 with magic, knowing that you can just place roars and you're pretty safe.
You know what's funny, though? So, like, you come in here and you pull that bow. I mean, it wouldn't change anything, actually. I was going to say, like, you pull that bow and you think it's path, but at that point, you already had items to clear the dungeon anyway, and you have to do it. So then you would run into whatever the actual path item is, and it wouldn't matter, so.
See, if it were me in that scenario, I would know that the bow wasn't path. So.
Yeah, well, you're goated, so, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. You're absolutely right, Jimbo. Did Ecola buy a shield on his way up here?
I hope so. I don't think he did though.
I think he did.
What was that
Come
on the creator? I don't think he did. I think he would have equipped it.
I mean, he doesn't need to equip it right now, so I don't know.
He didn't track it though. It's not on his personal tracker, so there's no way he has it.
I mean, that is true. He does have a spot to track.
Linzos, everybody. Great tracker. Any random players out there? Linzos is very nice. Give it a little endorsement there.
So Ecola coming up here just to grab this song from Crater and make his way to Forest to complete it. Doesn't know that he's actually just walking straight into his hammer on Link the Goron. So this is going to be a nice little surprise. Yeah. Maybe not like so nice since you just completed GTG and pulled nothing out of it. But it's definitely going to feel okay seeing the hammer here. And this is kind of like exactly where we said you could possibly be in this seed, where like you're just an hour in, you've gone to Deku, you've gone to GTG, like you've done all this crap and like none of it's required. It just feels so bad, and then you just go to Link the Goron, it's like, okay, hammer's right there. I literally could have had that like 15 minutes into the seed.
Oh, and he's pissed too. Did you see that?
No, I don't.
No, that's why the webcam's there. Yeah, we have.
That's fair.
We have an extended feed that chat can't see in our back end, and we can see like the entire stream layout. And Ecola has his webcam, and he pulled that hammer and just let out a.
As anyone would.
Yes.
Like that's just it feels bad, man. For sure.
Yeah. There's Minuet just on Crater.
Okay. So I mean, if he ends up pulling storms from God knows where, potentially can make it back to Darunia. And I mean, like that would put him back into this.
That makes it better, for sure, to get back there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one of those scenarios too where like you kind of wish you had vanilla spawns like, for both ages.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, it wouldn't even really be a question. Like Child Goron City, I don't think I think people underestimate how much easier it is to like not forget about Child Goron City with vanilla spawns.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
No, you're lucky you have your audio off. This is horrible.
Oh no.
His bow sound is Link screaming, so every time he shoots the bow, it's just Link screaming.
That's great.
No, it's not. I'm just hoping he never does HBA.
You know what's not great? And it's actually kind of jarring? The fact that some of the speed ups that we've grown used to in like the latest stable, actually I think it's in stable as well, like the forest portrait speed up when you shoot the portrait, it's not in this. I could be wrong. I don't know if that's in stable.
It is. He just did it.
It is in stable. Okay.
I think. Unless I'm tripping, but
yeah, we have like vanilla.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's in this. I don't know about stable actually. I don't really play anything on stable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh wait, what?
Well, this isn't stable, right? This is.
Wait, what am I talking about, dude? I could have sworn in the last room that we watched the cutscenes for each portrait. Okay, well, completely disregard everything I just said because it was false. We do have speed ups.
Also, to answer my own question from before, it appears that Ecola has not purchased a shield.
Yeah, I knew there was no way.
How is there no way? He walked past the shop. Like when I asked, he was literally walking past the shop that
he's just
sells it.
He's not that kind of guy, man.
I mean, granted, like it is okay. Like this late into the seed, like maybe it's something you're just not used to thinking about anymore.
Yeah, he's built different.
No, you
He
should have
doesn't
bought a
need
shield.
him.
Come on.
Doesn't need him.
Okay, that
What
shot
are you
from
wutting?
Cola was kind of crazy.
What are we wutting in chat?
Oh my god, who cares?
Okay.
we don't need to start any drama up here. Okay.
There's no drama. We're in Forest Temple. Like
Yeah, okay, you're right, you're right. No, okay, now there's drama.
Yeah, see, you started that, not me. My hands are clean.
Alright. It's not even what I meant. I was just saying
He was just saying
that we shouldn't be talking about that.
No, they're not. Guarantee. Okay, well, that's messed up. Yeah, hashtag blame Drew.
No,
Let's get a spam
come
in
on,
chat.
everybody.
Let's get a spam in chat, everybody.
No,
Hashtag blame
no,
Drew.
no. Dude, you know what I miss is chants. Do you remember that?
No, you mean
Where you could like /chants whatever in chat, and then like
what?
anybody can just like click the button and it sends it as like their message too.
That was
So, like
a
you
thing?
can do like /chant and then like an emote, and then like everybody just clicks it, and just like it's just a wall of the same emote.
Dude, I'm sure that went over
ruled.
well.
It ruled, dude. When I think in like Wind Waker streams, when they would fight Malgara, somebody would just like /chant Cat Jam, and like it would just be a wall of Cat Jam. Like it was nuts. It was like one of the best features, so they just got rid of it.
Dude, I love that song. That song's a fucking banger.
It's really good, yeah. Ecola died. It was kind of bound to happen. He was sitting on a quarter heart for quite a little bit, and I imagine it was one of the fire keys on this block that got him.
Yeah, there's actually a setup that I do in this room. Looks like Ecola's kind of doing it. To where they just don't aggro at all.
Yeah, luckily,
it's crazy.
Could have done it without aggroing them this time because you didn't need to push the block. But at least they're not gonna kill him this time, so that's fine.
That only resets when you leave the dungeon, right?
Yes,
okay.
Or when you save warp, I believe. Like either or, I mean.
We have 3 runners in forest. Okay, this has to be the path item, right? Like,
I was just gonna point out we hadn't seen the item yet, so this has to be what, like hovers or strength 3? Okay,
yeah,
it's just straight up hover boots. Perfect.
That is not. I mean, it's technically. Well, we don't know. Actually, we don't know because we don't know the water key layout.
As far as logic goes, it can't be hard required to beat water. Because it's hinted towards a medallion and water's a stone.
Yeah, but I mean in terms of like farming 20 skulls. Because we know that the irons.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
20. So like we're kind of in go mode, but we don't know for sure.
What?
Aren't we in go?
Yeah, but what do we don't know for sure.
Yeah, because we don't know if boss key. Do we know where boss key is?
Oh, we don't. Yeah, okay.
Hey,
listen.
Might need irons.
If I was playing and I had a tracker that had one of those little go mode buttons, I would have clicked it.
I would have clicked it too, but then you enter Water Temple, boss key is Central Pillar, and then you're just sad. Because you have to farm 20 skulls. I mean, granted, I think...
What? That's gonna be their water access anyway. They're gonna do that before they ever enter water.
Yeah, but like, what if we find gold scale?
Oh my god, okay, fine. Yeah, we're gonna find gold scale. We're... Fuck 20 skulls. I mean, we're already at 20, but... We're not gonna turn it in. I mean, Cola's at like 19.
That guy's collecting skulls? What?
Yeah, it's... Of course he is. He's got it's an iron boots on 20. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay. What are we watching?
I don't know. This is just the effect of, 3-player forest.
Cola, go back! Get the hint! No!
Come on, man. You
That's
don't really
fine.
think
I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do it either.
Come on. No way.
But it would have been nice if he did for him.
I had no idea you could do this. Oh, that's really cool. I'm learning here, man.
What are you learning?
I didn't know you could stand on like the side of the shop and hookshot the fence and just.
Oh yeah. What? Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. The more you know.
Wow. That's cool. Do you know you can hop on top of
I didn't know that.
from like the bottom?
Mito's house? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
You know, like the little ledge that goes behind Mato's house?
Oh, I did know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay. Yeah, it's a pretty quick way to get up. Sometimes. Situational.
Did you know?
Oh,
that's not
Lord,
good.
I forgot about the letter.
That is not good.
Yeah, that's...
All right, so Cola is 100% going the route in Fountain and Ice. Looking
yeah.
for his hook.
I mean, Fountain at least is hinted dead, but Ice...
Oh, true. That's right.
I mean, like, you can pull Storms out of Ice, and then, like, it's even worse.
Yeah, we don't have storms yet. That's... Oh, yeah, that's not good.
But I think, like... I don't know. Because, like, you don't need the letter to do these things. So, like, it's definitely possible that Ecola...
Oh.
Okay, there's strength 3. Like, Ecola's gonna beat this. He has seen Ruto's letter. And then he's gonna go beat Forest and then get the hover boots.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like, he'll know it's in Logic too, and he might go to Ice. So, like, it doesn't matter that, like, we have picked up the letter at this point. It's just, like, I think everybody just kind of gets baited into that, which sucks for us, because, I mean, we're just, like, sitting here like, come on, guys.
Yeah. There's Cola picking up 20. I mean, one thing E-Cola does know is that Strength 3 means absolutely nothing for him. Oh, no, he doesn't know that because he doesn't have Mirror Shield.
OGC. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, well, Mirror Shield can't
Still
be.
can't. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that's a stone. So, yeah. Yeah, like you said, OGC. I mean, if that's dead, then
Yeah.
he just knows. He's like, well, okay, I'm missing long shots somewhere.
Yeah.
And mirror. Oh yeah, Christopher. Sorry, we've been in no mode since sub 1 hour on restream. So yeah, kind of crazy.
It's all thanks to Cola, actually.
really
Who found the other hook shot. This is just so... Like, it's funny watching it, because it's like, when are they gonna do the right thing? Like, we already know what the right thing is. It's just, we gotta wait for one of these guys to do it. But it's just, like, both things are just so bad.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it from our two top runners right now. Because...
I think, like Ecola and Volk would have to, like, go to Ice and find Storms.
What, for them to have a...
For them to have, like, a reason to go to Child, maybe? I don't know. Well, I guess, like, Ecola's already done GTG. He kind of doesn't really have anything left in Adult. Like, he just does Ice, and then you have nothing left.
Yeah, so you'll just waste time doing storm, or doing... What's it called? Bottom of the well?
Yeah,
Then after
whereas
that,
the other
like...
players probably just go to GTG, because they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and then you just
And
stay
Ecola's
Child.
back on top. Din's on Volve. It's a completely dead item. It doesn't actually do anything in this seed.
Well, it helps E-Cola get his Mirror Shield if he goes back to Spirit.
Yeah, he already... Oh, does he not have the fire?
No.
Oh, he does. He does.
Does he? They're not trapped.
They're in the maze, right? Wait, were they in the maze?
They were. Yeah, did he not do maze?
Yeah, he did it on his way in.
Oh, well, this guy's trolling, dude.
Yeah, he didn't track it. Didn't track it on his own tracker.
Okay, so never mind. It doesn't help.
Let me look at the ZSR tracker. Yep, there it is. See, our trackers know what they're doing.
Way to pay attention, everybody. 'Cause apparently I wasn't. But yeah, okay, so I guess that doesn't really help him. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe you just go child because you want to be a barrel again.
I mean, that's fair. Again, haven't seen that model ever before until tonight, so, you know. Maybe he just wants to continue to showcase it for us, and he just happens to run into his fucking hookshot. I don't know.
I would imagine, like, is that something that, like, Barrel had made or something? Like, wooden barrel?
I don't know if Barrel actually uses that, though. Like, Barrel, I know he
I mean, I
uses
wouldn't.
Pepsi Man. No, but
I
Barrel
Pepsi-
uses Pepsi Man. I mean, come on.
That's.
Like,
I mean, at least he looks like a person.
yeah, true,
I
but
mean, he
he's
is a
swinging
person.
a giant vending machine around as a sword. Like, come on.
Okay, Barrel uses a barrel. Does he use the barrel, though? Like, the barrel that we've seen here from Eagle.
The barrel.
Oh,
Okay, all right,
shit.
well,
All
like
right.
I said, you learn something new every day. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I had never seen it. But it makes sense now that it exists. Because, like, before knowing that, it just does not make sense for that to exist. It's horrible. I'm sorry.
All right, so as being the seasoned runner that you are, Trunas.
Huh? Me? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you, of course. What
Okay.
what is going through Recola's head right now as
Glazing
he
me
collects
right
skulls?
now.
Huh?
Just glazing me right now. Sorry, what's going on? Equalize head?
What do you think? What do you think is going through Ecola's head right now as he continues to farm skulls?
I think he's just like, man, I gotta buy a fucking shield, dude.
Well, wait, I mean, he's doing. This is good. He's doing flame fire source lock checks.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh wait, he already did this. As he scratches his head, he's like, "Fuck, wait a minute."
Sorry, that wasn't what I was reacting to. I was reacting to fucking dude. Like, Chungus is caked the fuck up, man. He backwalked into that chest, and the chest just fucking disappeared. Absolute fucking unit.
Yeah, man. This guy does crazy squats. First of all,
I mean-
welcome in, Mushroom.
Yep,
Happy
Flea's
to
like
have you here.
on progression right now, which is
Yeah.
a good track for him to be on. The problem is, like, everybody's just in a tough situation right now. He was the last one to find his hookshot, but I would say, like, like, there's no way it really affects you that strongly. Like, he was already, like, he was doing other stuff while looking for that hookshot, and, like, I think everybody's mostly in possibly, like, a last location situation. I really didn't want to rhyme there.
What the hell?
What is going on
Yeah,
here?
dude. What?
Dude, it's Chungus. It's
Oh my-
literally Big Chungus's texture, like, all over everything.
The Twilight Zone
What is happening, dude?
is entering OoT. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy.
I like it. Am I dreaming? Like, is this real life?
So, like, I saw that when he was entering the skull to the house, and I was just, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'm
Okay.
just seeing shit, right? And
Yeah,
then-
yeah. I looked over briefly, and I just saw, like, a bunch of, like, pitch black everywhere. And I just thought, like, something messed up for a second, but yikes.
Wait, what? The link model is the default. So if a texture doesn't fill in, you get tatted up Gorons and mural buildings.
Yeah, I've seen the Gorons. I think she's talking about, like, if it can't pull, like, the texture it's trying to pull, it just pulls, like, Link's texture or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But like I think that's specifically to do with some graphics plugin, and I didn't realize that like Ecola played on emulators still. I thought he
Yeah.
had switched to PC, but I guess I'm just wrong on that.
I think he plays on retro, huh?
I guess so. Because I think Retro is like the one that mainly has that issue. I don't think PJ64 has it at all, and nobody uses BizHub.
Can't say that, man. Come on.
Sorry, what I meant was nobody should use BizHub.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, bro.
At least in like a competitive sense. What I meant was Ecola kicks my ass in races, so there's no way he's playing on BizHog because I would have to quit.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Am I making it better?
You are.
Okay.
All right. So we have Flea just knocking the crap out of Phantom Ganon.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna pick up that Goron Ruby. That puts them at. Wait. Okay, their personal tracker just threw me off for a second. So that puts them at 2 out of 3 stones for the bridge. And again, still looking for a long shot.
Yep.
Above him, we have Cola knocking out Volve, which again doesn't do anything for our bridge condition because he as well is still looking for a long shot. So this is anyone's game at this point, except for, I mean, Volk. Well, no, Volk only has one long shot or one hook too. So like, this is literally anybody's game at this point. Like,
yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see it play out because Cola is the only one with the other hook shot.
yeah.
Like he's got the wrong hook shot.
Yeah, but he's got to go to Valley, which is just not going to happen.
I know.
He's going to do GTG before he does Valley. Like, 100%.
Yeah. At least like if he goes GTG here instead of Ice, that puts him in a much better position than I think like any of these other runners can possibly find themselves in.
Yeah, alley-oops, to answer your question. I'm sure you answered your own question already, but yeah, they have to do Water Temple for the bridge.
Yeah, even though it's foolish, we still got to go in there and kill Morpha.
And we know the BK is going to be on some shit location. I mean, at this point you have irons. It's probably going to be worst case scenario, river chest, obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it works anything like Fire Temple does, typically when you have Baron Fire, for whatever reason, the randomizer likes to put the boss key on the hammer chest because, yay, Fire Temple's fun.
It's just rude.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're just not going to see anybody go in the water until like they have long shot. So it's like we're just going to be sitting here guessing.
Okay, we're seeing Nocturne, which is interesting.
There's Volk picking
Oh,
up
he has to turn in 20 skulls, yeah. Oh, accidentally, maybe not accidentally jumping in the hole. He's got to do this check.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what we can do here. I guess, like, should we open a poll? Like, who gets long shot first? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll do it. Yeah, I guess we'll do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just do a poll because prediction's like a little odd. Because
yeah. I'm not doing all that. No.
Like, if I were to gamble real money, I would say Cola finds it easy. Oh, I don't know about that. I thought you were like, I don't know, whatever.
What was I gonna do? Well, I can close it. Hold on.
No, I mean it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. No, what was your idea?
No, I was thinking that like because Twitch has like the built-in polls or whatever.
Oh, you wanted to do?
I don't know if that's better. I don't know if that's better. It's your stream. You do whatever you want.
It's not my stream. It's Trez's stream, but you know he's not here right now. At least I don't think. Let me check the viewer list.
Let's hope he's not.
All right. Well, yeah, he's not here. He's not here. Okay.
Dude, yeah, this bow is killing me. If like I'm praying that Cola goes through Valley to get to GTG so I never have to see him do HBA, because I will lose my mind.
So you said it's Link screaming like ah.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Looks like he will
Imagine.
be going through Wasteland.
Ugh. Everybody prepare yourselves.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna do GTG first, but
So HBA is just gonna sound like that, just repeating itself. Just
okay, let's calm down. But yeah, it will sound like that. Okay.
oh my god.
Just woke up anybody who was sleeping. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome in. We're still on a long shot. Bud. Haven't missed much.
You go back to sleep, we'll wake you up with it.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure this is what happened last time you and I did comms together. It was just pure fucking chaos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. How come we only get seats like this?
I know, dude.
It's funny though. We're just, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm having a good time. We're chilling. You know.
I'm having a good. I mean, it's basically just like when we just hang out normal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we're just
exactly.
fucking
Just a little
making
bit
jokes
more-
about everything. Like,
Yeah. Just a little bit more tame, you know, because the restream
Yeah.
and all. It's,
I mean, we got to stay on topic, right?
yeah.
Or at least try.
Yeah, we're hoping it's not our last location, as Mira's pointing out. Given, again, I mean, we've said this multiple times throughout this season, but I guess for anybody who wasn't here, the hookshot locations are as follows: Gerudo Valley Waterfall and Darunia in Child Goron City. Probably one of the, or probably like the worst locations that you could possibly hope for a long shot in late game. I think the answer, though, Drew, like you were saying, like you would hope Kolo would find it first, right? Because like doing this like GTG, it's like you're gonna clear Valley.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kolo.
Yeah, like this is
probably-
Cola is gonna find it at this point. It's just a matter of time. I mean, everybody else is gonna find it. Obviously, there's only so many checks in the game, but like Cola is on track right now to find it. He's just there's GTG in the middle. These other guys, they've got to get to Darunia somehow, and I think like the way that that seems possible in my head is like you have to go ice from here, and then
Yeah.
like Storms has to be in there and not Bolero. And then
Yeah,
like you're going Child to do bottom of the well, you do bottom of the well, and then you clear Child Goron City because you're a child. And I think that's like the only way you can do it. Otherwise, it's like basically last location if
Yeah.
Storms is on all stones.
For sure, yeah, man. You're not. I mean, you're just not going to go Child otherwise. Like, just I don't know. That is true. That's a good point, Mira. If somebody in the race room finishes quickly, then you kind of just know.
Ooh,
You can metagame. That's not the case, right?
that's true. Oh, listen to these silver rupees. This is...
Why not do
Oh,
Jabu?
it's sorry. No.
You typically won't see Jabu in this scenario. Like, Jabu would be probably a location you go to. Would you go there before Child Goron City?
Mm,
I don't know.
no, I think I just. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Ali.
like Rudo on first floor, like it doesn't take that long. I
Oh, that's
guess.
true. Yeah. So it's kind of buffed in a way.
Yeah, it's still Jabu though. Like there's only 4 checks there.
Mhm.
It's pretty out of the way. It's not necessarily progression. Like it's not progression at all, but it's not. I don't know.
Let's see. I can't remember who did it, but some of our runners did. Hot Rodder.
And we're like saying all this, and Volk is literally going up there.
Oh shit.
I mean, like, he doesn't have an empty bottle. The empty bottle was in the torch run in domain. So
He's setting
this
up
is just a
ice.
means to empty the bottle. He's gonna go to ice for sure.
But
But
yeah, to
yeah,
answer your
like you were
question-
talking about, like there's like what 27 people in this race. Like anybody could just find themselves getting both the hooks in their child
Yeah.
one and then finish super early. And at that point, you know, like, okay, hook is not in some really stupid place. Like, it's probably just something early that I didn't do because it's slow.
Yeah, to answer your question officially, Ellie, it's like Jabu's probably just as slow of an area to route in, like as Childgorn City, if not slower, because you have to. I mean, well, we have Minuet at this point, so it's definitely slower.
Yeah.
Because even if you play Serenade and you go, I still think, like, even getting to Jabu is slower because you still have to hand the letter in, you still have to get a fish, you still have to go do all that. But like, regardless, it's probably like the same. It's rated the same as like, I don't want to say bad area because like at this point it's not a bad area, but like typically it's a shit area to route in because there's just not. It's like remote. It's out of the way, and it's just there's not a lot of checks. Like you said, Drew, there's what 4 checks in there.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like there's always a better option.
Yeah, I guess.
And
That's
also,
what I
like,
was trying to say.
Jabu just kind of has like a reputation at this point of just like being one of the worst 2 dungeons. Like Jabu and water are just like you just don't go there. Like it just kind of has that kind of reputation.
Jabu, because of its like Jabu, I think is just really it's what makes it awful is its location. Like it's only 4 checks, yeah, but like if it was accessible like pretty easily, like if it was like DC entrance, for instance, like
Yeah,
I would do it.
Or if you had like a domain spawn, like maybe you'd just like run in there, like whatever. Do like the first 3 checks. You don't have to kill Baronade or anything. Just do the
for
quick
sure.
ones.
Looks like Cola is. I don't know. Did he do the maze yet?
No.
Oh.
But he's just about done here. So.
Oh, well, did he peak at least?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. So
Although, like, he might have peeked like a chest or 2 from the top. But... Or I guess he must have peeked if he didn't do right side there at all with the blocks.
Yeah, fair. 'Cause he would have played Song Time.
But then I don't know why he has so many keys. I guess there must be a big chest in the back that I hadn't seen. Because I just kind of like tuned out GTG earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, Christopher, this is SGL settings. We're gonna be running them. Obviously, we're running them today, and then we'll be running them tomorrow, and then it's just pending a race mod or I'm sorry, a tourney organization announcement for the new settings in the Discord for the following few weeks.
Yeah, this is basically just it's just like a weekend thing, just to get the word out that this tournament's happening. Here's what it is. Like, here's a little taste. I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Check out the race tomorrow. Maybe pay a bit of attention so you know like the ins and outs, the quirks, stuff like that. And you're gonna have Star on comms, who is an expert. She's one of the people organizing this. With Mayra in the chat there. And yeah, it's just a really good time. Shorter format. You're not gonna get locked into some like 3-hour seed or whatever, depending on your skill level, obviously. And there are cash prizes, so it's another big perk to playing these settings.
yeah, for sure.
And also just a very, very competitive atmosphere. Like all the big names are gonna be there.
All the big boys. All right,
including all these guys. I'm pretty sure all these guys played in SGL last year. At least the online event.
Online, yeah, I think you're right.
None of them were in person. which is kind of cringe. Everybody should go to in person. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
man.
understand that it's in the States. A lot of our runners are European. Okay,
That
we survived HBA.
Oh damn! I forgot. I was gonna like react
Boost it?
along with.
Uh,
Yeah. Every time he
thought
shot,
you're gonna
I
like
was gonna be
boost the
like,
volume.
but I was distracted.
Cola is heading towards his long shot here. Not gonna ride opponent off the cliff, sorry, which is something that you can do. It's pretty funny. I guess he hasn't gotten this chest yet, even though he peeked it.
I think it was big.
Which is, yeah, it is big. It's just kind of odd that like you're missing one item, you peek this chest, it's big, and you don't grab it. So maybe just slipped his mind, just used to going through the motions or whatever. And then on his way down, it's just like, oh no, this was a big chest. Yeah. But no, it's not your long shot, just another bow. Which we've already seen from Ecola's side, so no surprises for us, but Cola's probably pretty relieved that it wasn't just the long shot sitting there.
So yeah, I think like Cola's gonna be in the best shape to finish first here on Restream. Obviously, I don't know, or like none of us know, like who is gonna finish first in the entire race out of the 20-something people, but Restream definitely looking like Cola at this point. I don't know what we're. Wait, is this a setup?
I don't know. Everybody's just kind of got their way to do it. If it works, it works. It's not Blue. Yeah, Blue,
yeah. I had no idea, man. That's a lot faster than the setup for it.
Yeah.
Get it quickly.
Cola.
Okay, not gonna lie, I forgot
really
about that
funny.
hint.
Yeah, me too. It's really funny. Alright, well, he knows now that he probably couldn't see this on his way down, but reading that hint, he definitely know. It's just my long shot right here.
Oh my goodness.
So, first on Restream to hit go mode. Very nice showing from Cola. Just kind of the sequence brought him into that other hook shot, and everything just kind of worked out because of that. Flea in here looking for the boss key, which is probably like a suboptimal play, just because like you're not gonna find anything else while you're looking for this boss key. But it's definitely possible, like you just need some time to think or something. And...
Oh, for sure, yeah. I think that's the biggest like plus in this play. It's it's required. Like you said, you hunt for boss key and then you just sit there and ponder for a little bit. Like,
yeah.
What haven't I done?
Just kind of like weigh out your options that you have right now. I mean, GTG is on the table and it's a big one. And if he goes from here and clears Valley on the way, like he's in a really good spot.
Yeah, because wait, which hook shot does Flea have again?
He has... Oh no, he has the Valley one. I'm being stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does he have left?
Ice, GTG, and then... I don't know.
Well, I think at this point, if you're... Oh, wait, no. Well, we have opponents, duh. So, yeah. Yeah, GTG is definitely on the table. That's...
Yeah.
Is that a big chest? Oh, no.
If it's a... I don't know. I think it has to be, like, boss key. Because if it was a big chest, he wouldn't be going for it. Unless he just forgot.
Forgot that water was foolish. Yeah.
Which I don't think so. Like, he's a pretty high caliber runner. This guy kicked my ass a couple seasons ago in League.
Oh, you kicked my ass too. We were in the same division.
Yeah. Yeah, you completely trounced us. We got Zavian first. Who would have thought any different, honestly?
I'm still sore, dude.
And yeah, it is the boss key. So thinking time is over. It's time to decide what you're gonna do. what your
Well-
next play is going to be.
And as we find our boss key, our Season 7 champion has finished in first place with a time of 152.43. So GG's to Zavi.
Yeah, I wonder if he was using the big chungus today.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's insane. Looking at the race for him, it looks like we missed a couple forfeits. So far we have Zavi being the only finish and 3 forfeits as well.
Understandable though. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, this seed is not kind in the slightest. So
yeah, just kind of like a rough start. And then once you find hookshot, you're like, okay, now I can do everything. So you start doing everything, but you're leaving behind the other hookshot.
Yeah,
And then like
yeah.
you definitely like no matter what hit a point where it's like, okay, like in the last hour I have found 0 items. And then you're just kind of like, I don't want to play this anymore.
yeah, I kind of like wish I knew. Like I want to see what route Zavi took in this scenario because I imagine like everyone's held up on the hooks, right? Like you have
Oh,
to
Ecola
have.
is here. Why? How did this happen?
I don't know. But it looks like Ecola is gonna
He's gonna, yeah, be the second person with the long shot.
Yeah,
So
holy
that's
shit.
really good for him. He is still missing that mirror shield though, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, but he has fire source, so I don't know. Maybe he goes back.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe you make a play where like you go back into there to place for ores. I'm not sure if like he already has been there. It just seems like he has better plays at the moment, but I mean like this is the play that is correct.
I think the play after this is ice, though. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I think it has to be.
even thinking about it, like the hovers mean nothing. Like you
Okay.
can just,
Yeah, sorry. Go on. I'm just.
no, I was gonna say the hovers mean nothing really. Like you could just assume that somebody KZ skipped,
Mhm.
like to get in the ice, and that's why Zavi like pulled this crazy time. And I mean, I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know what's going through his head at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say like I didn't. I had totally forgotten about the fact that like of course like we have a finisher. Like these guys have some info to go on now, so that could just very well be why he's in here. And yeah, like it's a good read. If that's why he's in here, it's a really good read. Alex,
Never-
Goron City is impossible in this. Somehow, very select few people manage to do it, but it is actually impossible in this seat.
Yeah, Cola somehow pulled it off.
Yeah, it's just kind of just worked out.
Yeah. You need a very, very specific route to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why?
it's crazy.
This guy's typing his Nordic O's at me.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah, how do you say that?
I don't know. I just said that.
True.
Where is Master Sword? Well. No, where's Mirror Shield? It is in Spirit Temple. In the map chest in front of the big statue in the middle.
Oh, I never closed the bet, but I don't know how many bets we had. Okay, we had one. We had one bet.
Let's go.
Ellie voted Volk, and I'm sorry to say, Ellie, but you lost. I forgot to close the bet, and I forgot to.
Man, it was just sitting there the whole time. Anybody could
Yeah.
have just come in here and swept that up.
Mm-hmm. Whoopsies.
Oh, Zabi's here in chat. GG. He is the
Yo,
big Chungus king still,
yeah,
holding the
GGs.
title. The best of the big Chunguses. And of anybody at the moment. I mean, at least as far as this race is considered and the whole last season.
Why is Big Chungus in the water temple? Yeah, nobody knows.
All these come here to swim around, get a medallion, or a stone rather. Dude, he just looks so goofy. But no, he's just trying to save the world.
He's got those massive teeth, dude. This guy. Looks like me, honestly. Anyway.
Yeah, except he's got some like bulk on.
yeah. No. I definitely listen. Big Chungus, pretty thick, man. Just gonna say, this guy's got
meat
it.
on those bones. Yeah.
Yeah. So funny enough, that will be changing soon. The weekly
Big Chungus?
times.
Oh.
No, not Big Chungus. No, I saw Champion put the command in chat for standard. So yeah, there's a vote going on currently in the Randomizer Discord for changed weekly times. So one of the 2 races that we have so far is starting on July 6th, I believe, or after July 6th. The one of the races will be on Saturdays at 2 p.m. EST or EDT, and I don't know what that translates to in other time zones. So, but yeah, 2 p.m. EDT. Yeah, good luck. And then there's currently an open vote now for the second race, and there may or may not be more races added. That hasn't been confirmed. But yeah, so those times will be changing in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that information.
Yeah, we're just in a period of trying to figure out something that works out for the most people. And I say we, I guess like we as a community, but mostly just a select few people are tasked with that. Yeah, happy 2 hours.
Happy 2 hours. We want to go ahead and do shout outs again. That would be great. So again, big thanks to Cola, E-Cola, Flea, and Volk for allowing us to restream their gameplay on ZSR Main today. It's been fun. I've enjoyed my time here. I hope you all have too. Shout outs again to our trackers, Elioops, Warren Traveler, Lady Draco, and Carliana for responding to incredibly short notice to put this restream together. And we couldn't do this restream without you because, as Drew said earlier, I also don't have the attention span to be able to track all this information. So appreciate you stepping up to take on that task, that job. And big thanks again to Drew for joining me on comms tonight. It's been a blast.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. Thanks to you as well. I was gonna like try to be mean about it and like not thank you. And I don't know. I just couldn't think of like a good way to do it that would be funny and like not put people off.
And not toxic. Yeah, that's fine.
But no, I am having a good time. We're having a good time. Just hanging out, looking at Big Chungus.
Yeah. Looking at that cute. No.
Yeah, a little bit. It's hard not to look, honestly.
Yeah, I'm so glad I updated that command. Look at that. See, I knew before this restream started that people were gonna have questions about the settings. So there you go. There's an entire document dedicated to all information related to SGL. So feel free to check that out.
Yeah, and check out the in-person event. If you can make it, go. We can hang out.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Unless you're like, only go if like you're cool to. You didn't kill the bot. I heard that on a podcast from SGL last year. I just wanted to say. I thought it was funny. But the in-person event is going to be the first weekend of October. It runs like from like the Thursday to the Sunday, basically. It's a lot of fun. Lots of people are going to be there. Lots of new faces that we haven't seen at SGL before. So it should be a really good and interesting time.
Yeah, for sure. I met Drew for the first time at the last event. It was great.
Yeah.
We drank together.
Yeah, we had pizza. We drank.
We had pizza, yeah.
sat at the fire
Awesome.
pits. It's
Mm-hmm.
there's a melee tournament.
I wasn't there for that, but you.
I wasn't there for that either. I'm not really a melee person, but it was hosted by the Uter people, and they had a lot of fun. Apparently, we'll just say they had a lot of fun. They weren't salty.
Yeah.
Alexis with the second place finish. Another one of our cracked runners has been
Let's go.
performing very well in the weeklies as of late, but has been a very strong runner for a very long time.
For sure, man. For sure. GG's to him. Yeah, man. I'm still undecided if I'm going SGL this year or not. I don't know. I really want to go for more than 2 days. But we'll see. I mean, it was a blast last time. So. All
Yeah,
right,
everybody
cool.
there is just so great. The Uter community is just so great. Everybody's so
Yeah.
friendly. And
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially when they're icing you with Smirnoff Ice. I mean,
yeah. It happened.
it happens. Happens to the best of us, I guess.
Yeah, happened to me.
Okay.
I'm at least I'm like the second best of us. If last year's anything to go by.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's right. Runner up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it probably happened to Mario, and he is actually the best of them.
Just want to put a nice fuck you Zephyr out there because he's the one that iced me. So.
Even if he didn't, fuck that guy.
It's cool. We're all friends, so
Yeah,
there's no
we're
bad
all-
blood. Anyway, Cola is gonna be climbing a tower, so yeah, it's pretty much set in stone at this point. Cola's definitely gonna be first place finish on Restream. Anyway,
Yep.
competing for third place overall. So we'll see what happens with that. And we're just waiting for Flea to. Flea's gonna have to go back child and get that long shot. Still missing it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It's like we are pathing towards ice, so
Yeah.
not exactly the play you need to make, but it's like you said, it's definitely something that's on the table. It's entirely possible that like a couple of runners just rushed ice because it was a meme for a really long time. But that's just what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he knows it's somewhere that's probably not like super deep in the seed, but this is something that opened up a pretty long time ago.
And
So
I mean,
definitely fair play.
this might be a hot take, but I think it's given the meta for, like you said, like everybody kind of just like rushes ice, right? Like, because it's just really strong at the moment. Like, given the meta, I think this is the correct play to interpret. If you're metagaming off of finish times,
It could
like
be, yeah.
I think this will pay out more often than not. I think in this case, obviously it doesn't. Because we know that. Like Flea doesn't know that. But I think this is probably the better choice. Especially if you're like stuck in adult. Like,
Yeah.
I would do ice over Goron City any day of the week personally. But
Actually, okay, something that worked out for Volk that might actually work out for Flea here as well is or I'm not even sure if this is how it went for Volk, but Flea does not have an empty bottle. So he's gonna run in here, he's gonna place Furores, and he'll have to turn in Letter, at which point he's standing pretty close to Child Goron City. Like, it's entirely possible that he just goes straight there.
wait a minute. That changes things. See, I was under the assumption that we had 2 bottles.
Yeah, the other bottle is in domain, so a lot of these runners like never picked it up just because it was also hinted at some point.
So. Oh, wait, it was hinted. Okay, if it was hinted, that's a different story. I'm thinking, like, okay, as Flea, like, if you don't have that hint, right? It's like, say, theoretically, you don't have that hint. You have 1 bottle. Like, this shouldn't be on your mind. I would think. Like, for that reason. Like you
Yeah,
said, like,
yeah, that's true, because you wouldn't do it like super early. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
With like
If
a
you're
hinted
meta
bottle
and
of Blue
finishing.
Fire in domain and like the early scale, like I think it's definitely something that is on the table. But I do get what you're saying if it wasn't hinted.
Yeah, like you're still thinking about that first place finish from Zavi, and you're like 152. Holy fuck! Like, there's no way this guy emptied this bottle, grabbed like, and then emptied this bottle, turned in a letter or whatever, then went back adult and went to ice and finished with this finish time. Like, given how quickly we found our items, all our other items, like this would probably be, given that information, this would be on the back burner. Like, it wouldn't be a priority for me.
Yeah, I can see that. Which is like a big reason why I think like you're just gonna dip into Goron City here. Like, and you're already here, and it's just one of those things that has been open forever.
Yeah, we'll see. We have Cola.
Yeah.
Finishing up Ganon fight, doing a little ring around the rosy with Ganon.
It can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but yeah, you will get that last hit. Got Ganon down. Just gotta go for the finishing slash. We've got Ikola going back into Fire Temple, which is not what you want to see if you're cheering for Ikola here.
Yeah, no, not at all. We know that there's nothing in here. Obviously, he doesn't know that.
Bulk just grabbing his final reward, and that is going to be a finish from Cola. GG's.
GG's.
It's a 209.39. Fourth place.
Fourth place, not bad. And it looks like Cola is going to join us for an interview in just a second, so
awesome.
Be able to pick his brain just a few minutes.
Flea finding his long shot, gonna hit go mode here. Already has the boss key for Water Temple, so just has to go in there and kill Morpha. So he's not gonna be too far behind Volk here.
All right. And we are joined by Cola. GG's, dude.
Yo, GG's.
GG's.
So, those hook locations, huh?
Oh yeah, it's the valley as per usual. What else would it be?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you get serenaded in Lon Lon and you warp to the lake to forgo those two chicks, and you're obviously gonna get punished for that.
Yeah, I mean, we were discussing it on Restream, and it's like we kind of knew where both hooks were because we saw the Valley one obviously before Darunia, and you were actually, by no surprise, the first one to find the Darunia hookshot.
Yeah, I figured the one on Darunia was gonna be pretty hard for people to find, and that I had a good time finding it.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely avoided a lot of the last location scenarios that I feel a lot of people are going to have to see. And I saw we had a couple early forfeits. I feel like they were in kind of the same boat because, like, I mean, let's be honest, Valley Lake isn't really that appealing.
Yeah.
And, Darunia, it's like, you can't really, given where Z or Requiem and ZL were, it's like, how the hell do you route that in? Like, efficiently? Like, it's really difficult. Like, you need a very specific route to be able to get that early on.
I mean, yeah, with my route, it would have actually worked out. Even if I don't get the Serenade, I can just walk out Lon Lon, do Valley, then Lake, then dive through the domain to Kokiri. And that's basically my child route. And that works out pretty nicely.
Yeah. I think.
But, well, you get Serenade, so you just kind of want to save the time doing Valley. Just unfortunate that the Valley path hint is right next to the item. That is one of the classics of all time.
Yeah, do you want to know where the other one was?
I don't know where it was, just tell me.
I'll let you do the honors, Drew.
Yeah, it was outside of Deku.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I understand, like, A lot of people do skip that one or those two hints. But,
Yeah, I skip those all the time. Whatever.
yeah, I was just gonna agree with you that honestly, like I've seen so many times a path hint, like a valley path on that valley stone. It's actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, aside from all of that, like, what'd you think of the seed, or like the settings, I guess I should say?
I think the settings were fun. I like them.
Yeah, it's kind of. I was kind of hoping we would see something that would make the, like, for instance, the B1 skip and logic change relevant.
I mean, not really if you find the slingshot in CAC.
Well,
so.
exactly, yeah. Because of that sling and windmill, it's just like, well, we knew that wasn't going to be a problem early. But I was curious to see how many runners actually took the time to read the document to realize that that was in logic. So,
Yeah, I saw that, but it doesn't really matter. I can do B1 skip just fine.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So what are you thinking for SGL this year? Are you going to compete, or?
Well, maybe in the online one, definitely not for the in-person one. I
Come
can't fly
on.
out to America. That's
Come
not
on.
in the cards.
Come there, go.
Come on, man, it's fun.
Yeah, dude, but it's like I can't.
No, I feel that. It's like logistically, it's
If it was
tough to pull
somewhere in
off,
Europe,
man.
I would consider it, but
Yeah.
America is a bit far for me.
Yeah, Jimbo won't even drive like 1 hour to go.
Dude, listen, I drive all fucking day, okay? Like, what do you mean? I came last time. I drove 3 hours. I drove down last minute.
Oh my god, we had to argue, like try to convince you for like months.
You didn't convince anybody. What do you mean?
No,
I
did.
literally, I wasn't coming, and then all of a sudden I was like, hey guys, yeah, I'll be there in like 3 hours. Oh no, E. Cola died in fire.
Yeah,
You forfeited. No.
It's running on half a heart for a little bit there.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, Ecola unfortunately did not choose to climb Spirit as child. So when he went in there, he went in before finding the bow, and just hadn't done any of the firelock checks in there. So is missing his mirror shield currently.
There was no bow and spirit, right?
No, it was in the Colossus Fairy.
Yeah,
outside,
exactly.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he did, yeah, he did it before finding the bow.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously, like, you do things in that order.
We have Volk coming in, slicing Ganon with a 6th place finish time of 2:16.23. GG.
Yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Flea right behind him. These two runners extremely close. Even though, like, it was kind of looking a little dicey for Flea, but the fact that he needed that bottle, so turning in the letter, ended up working out really nicely for him.
Yeah, that's like the only bullet I dodged going to Ice Cavern that could have been bad as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty enticing too, knowing where that letter was.
Yeah, the storms could be there as well, so it's a tough decision between Ice and GTG here, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately, GTG had, well, I mean, you know this. It had, like, literally nothing, so.
I know, dude. I saw.
But I mean, hey, that led you into the hook, so, like, ended up working out.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been better if I don't find the cookie sword on Dante digging, by the way, because if you don't find that, you can't do Deku, so you don't get Kona, so you can't assume that GTG is in logic.
Yeah, and I can't stand that guy, by the way. I'm so sick of Dampan. Can we just turn the fucking check off, honestly? Like, the check is horrendous, man. The guy always has something.
Yeah, way too
Always.
often.
Always locking you out. It's crazy.
I was even considering if I wanted to turn it down pay time before save warping the first time, and I didn't. Because you spawn in CAG so often with random spawns. I made sure to have 5 skulls though before, so if I spawn there I can just get the other 5.
That's gonna be a finish from Flea, finishing in 7th place.
Jeez.
The time of 2:18:35.
Dude, I am so out of sync. The race commentary page had him on Dorf. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on with this. All right, well, we'll see if Flea is also going to join us for an interview. Just a second. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm excited for SGL.
Yeah, sounds like a fun time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, even the online portion, like, we were talking about last year and stuff, and just how it's always just, like, really competitive. Like, a lot of the big names show up. It's a shorter format, typically, so, like, you don't have to worry about getting dragged into a tournament for months and months on end. It's just a really fun time if you're looking for some competition, some really quick competition.
Looks like Flea is going to join us for an interview. Well, what the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. So we'll get him in here shortly. Be able to pick his brain as well. See what he thinks. So, on another note, Cola, have you been following any S8 talk?
Any what talk?
Season 8 talk?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm not even a race mod anymore, so,
I feel like you're gonna play it, alright?
Yeah, but I'm completely checked out of the discussion. it's other people's turn.
Come on, man. It's the best part, man. Leading up to the season.
Bro, I got that part way too long. Way too much.
Apparently you have the music way too loud.
Oh, did I really? Alright, let's turn it down. My bad. Don't yell at me. Alright, here we go. Welcome in, Flea. GG's, dude.
GG.
So, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Cola.
Yeah.
What did you think of those hookshot locations?
Oh man, it was unfortunate that like I couldn't find any path hints. I'm assuming that's true for most people. And that Gerudo Valley one came really late. So that was kind of rough not having a hookshot for a lot of the seed. And then Goron City was also unfortunate for me. I did dip early on as child without ZL, and so I put that off for a while. But yeah, otherwise Seed was not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like, you go Goron City early, you just kind of screw yourself in this scenario. Because you just have no real good opportunity, especially if you pull K-Sword, like, off of Dampe, and then just route that entire area in one go. It's like, well, when would you ever go back to Goron City, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, like, overall it was still a. Sorry, I was just gonna say it was overall it was still a pretty fast seed, and I think like having some of the foolishes there helped. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually something I wanted to ask you guys too. I completely forgot about. Did you happen to like try and metagame Zabi's finish time when you saw the 152 finish? Like, did that help at all?
I was in go mode, so there's nothing to.
That's true. Yeah, you were in go mode.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to think of it.
Yeah. No, because we were just thinking, like, you know that Rudo's was top of Crater, right? you know that it's accessible at some point because you need the hover boots, and you don't know whether or not you're gonna find Bolero. If you peeked it early, of course. Like, it's just something you keep in the back of your head. So it's like, you see that finish time, like, do you think some weird area like Child Goron City, or like does ice linger in the back of your head there? Like, what would be, I guess, like the better scenario?
Well, I was headed towards ice at the very end until I realized I didn't have a bottle.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I suspected my long shot was, but luckily, because I didn't have a bottle, I had to go back Child. So.
Actually, Zavi kind of bringing up a good point that long shot couldn't have possibly been in ice logically, because you need hover boots to get the letter, because the letter locks both the other songs that you don't have. So it locks Bolero, but the hovers are not hinted towards a stone. They're hinted towards a medallion. So it can't, like, the hovers can't lock your long shot.
Oh, because it's a different path. No, wait.
Because it's path to a medallion.
A
So
medallion,
it can't be required for a stone.
Oh shit, that's 5 head.
Oh.
Alright, I did not think about that at all.
That's why he's the GOAT. I don't know.
Man, did we just all learn something here?
I mean, I'm just
I mean,
gonna
I already
learn it
knew.
immediately.
Didn't apply it correctly.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, none of us thought of that. Right? It's just like, we're just all like, fuck Child Goron City.
You know how it works for everybody.
Damn, that's crazy. We just continue to like utilize path hints in these insane ways. You know, I don't know. That's why I like path is great, man. Like, well, what would you rather see? Okay, so I asked before you joined Flea, I asked Cola if he's been following any like season 8 talk that's been taking place in the Discord, and his response was no. And I get it, because it can be quite heated, but like in terms of hints, like what would you rather see? Would you rather see WAF, or would you rather see path hints, given what we just learned?
Yeah, I mean, I do overall enjoy path hints, but like that level of logic, very oftentimes escapes me. And like for League, I like kind of figured out how to work around like path to bridge or key, but in other settings I haven't really thought about it too much yet. So something like this here, I would have never thought of in the middle of a race.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like cool to have that information available to you, but it's so obscure.
Right. I think it does add a lot to think about compared to Wath. At least when I play Wath, I just go to the area, find something. Okay, cool, and keep going. And yeah, there's a lot more layers when it comes to path hints, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I mean, like in a seed like this, like if you had like Forest Way of the Hero, and then like you go there and find your hover boots, like okay, well that's just fucking great. But like in this in this situation, like you already know it's gonna be hover boots before you even go in there. Like can't be anything. So,
Yeah.
no surprises, no disappointment. Yeah, the path situation was pretty grim, honestly.
How many paths did we have? I think I only tracked 2 paths.
we had the more fun fall. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yep, exactly. I only had the Forest to Ovaja for the entire seed until my go mode.
Cause like, can you even get any other hints? Like, KD can't have a hint, right? Because there's multiple bomb bags.
Yeah, we had free strength, or we had 2 free strengths, and then we had, well, not free, but we had 2 strengths that didn't lock each other, and then we had 2 bomb bags that were available too. Yeah, so KD is just completely out of the question.
I mean, there's at least gonna be a Spirit Temple's path to Invoker.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's the Mirror Shield. And then, yeah, like Forest doesn't have any paths either, because both the hook shots. kind of just a really grim situation, honestly.
But I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's cool. All right. I guess it's about that time where we wrap up. I'm sure we just sat through 2.5 hours. People want to get up, stretch, I guess. Any final thoughts for?
Oh yeah. Final question. Flea, are you going to SVO?
I was planning on it.
To the in person?
Yeah.
Oh, let's
October.
go. We got another one.
Holy, you gotta go, man! Come on.
I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped about it.
It was fun, man. I went last year. I met Drew and
Yeah,
a bunch of other lovely people, and it was a great time.
Yeah, I really wanted to go, but I ended up having a conflict last minute. And this year I almost had a conflict on the same day, but I think I'm out of it, so it should be good to go.
Nice.
Awesome.
Glad to hear.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna end up going. I know I keep saying it. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll end up going. I know. I'll cave last minute. But yeah, all right, sweet. Let's do one more round of shout-outs here. So big thanks to our runners, Cola, Flea, and Volk for allowing us to restream the gaming content tonight. It was a great time. I enjoyed my time here watching you guys play. Put on a great show. Big thanks to our trackers, Carliana, excuse me, I almost fumbled your name, I apologize. Carliana, Alley-Oops, Warren Traveler, and Lady Draco for joining us as trackers and keeping track of all necessary information for our runners' inventories and showing up last minute, even though I decided I was going to ping for this race extremely late because I'm a dum-dum. So thanks for being available on short notice, and big thanks again to Jonas for joining me on comms. I said it before, I'll say it again. I had a great time. I hope you did too.
Yeah, I had an awesome time. Thank you as well for commentating and restreaming, putting this all together for us.
Yeah, of course. I honestly I thought this was going to be more of a disaster than it was, considering been out of this for a little bit, but I think it went pretty well. It was cool. But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna send you guys out of here. We will be back here tomorrow morning with the EU Weekly race at 9 a.m. Eastern time. What is that? UTC. Here we go. UTC time, 1 p.m. Gonna be featuring these same settings, SGL, and then, like I said earlier, we will be transitioning into a new setting string that is still up for debate. Will be announced sometime next week. So stay tuned for that announcement in the official Discord. But yeah, let's find somebody to raid from our list. We're gonna raid one of the runners currently running the race. Let's raid my co-host on the podcast, Emo Soda. So /raid Emo Soda. Yeah, we're gonna send you all over there. Be mindful. Again, they are running the same race that we just featured, so no spoilers. But yeah, just give them love, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow morning here on ZSR Main for the EU Weekly. Have a good night, everybody.
No.